Imagine now you're under the assumption that this guy is so into you. Then you now see, a post on social media or something that he's gotten married. That's the kind of society that we're in now.
Because it doesn't work for A, it might not work for B. Your friends or your environment, people are not, the relationship is not lasting, doesn't mean that your home won't last. I am different. You are different.
Right now, Mary, and you're having a very good relationship with this man and you're seeing potential. Turn that level of potential and start just seeing how you can support each other and ensure that that potential becomes only the good outcome.
Some guy with that, I need a partner that will grow together, will do things together, and that will achieve things together. Hello friend, welcome to another episode of Wunmi and Fiona. Today is an amazing one again. I'm super excited. So Fiona is here to read out the question. Girl, go for it.
So yes, today's question is from Mary. And Mary is saying she's been dating someone for a while now and she loves the relationship. It's going really well. But sometimes she finds herself questioning, what if he proposes, right? So she wants to get married, but she doesn't like what she's seeing with married couples nowadays in our society. She's wondering if her relationship is going to stand the test of time. She keeps hearing people cheating in their marriages, people divorcing, and she's apprehensive. She's really concerned. So she's asking, how does she know that this lovely man that she's met is going to continue being the way he is? What if he changes later on?
So number one question is that because you mentioned, has he proposed?
He hasn't yet.
Oh,
he
so
hasn't.
why are you stressing me?
You're so practical.
Oh, God!
I'm enjoying the love story. Don't spoil it.
Okay. Girl.
Yes.
So it's so funny, like we base a lot of things on assumptions. And then we feel that because it doesn't work for A, it might not work for B. I am different. You are different. My name is Wunmi. That was a name my parents gave me, Wunmi. And then I married a man, Elebute. So that is why my name is Wunmi. So Wunmi is not by choice. It was given to me.
Okay.
Does that change my identity? So I am different. That's the truth. So B is different, right? We have twins.
Okay.
Identical twins, and then they behave differently. The result twins A gets is different from what B gets. So the whole story, my sermon is all about your friends or your environment, people are not, their relationship is not lasting, doesn't mean that your home won't last. If you think that it won't last, it won't work. That's the truth. Because you base a whole lot of things on the assumption. Okay, this guy hasn't proposed to you in the first place. Do you even know that he just wants to really have fun with you? Because some guy will be with you, girl that will be with you, you'll be like, oh my God, I've seen
This is it.
This is my man. And I guess what? Eventually you're with someone and that weekend, you heard that, you saw it on social media or something.
That he's getting married. But those are that's, you know what? That actually highlights her concern. Because imagine now you're under the assumption that this guy is so into you. Then you now see, a post on social media or something that he's gotten married. That's the kind of society that we're in now. So as a single girl, how is she supposed to feel confident moving forward?
So for me, it's just wearing the positive outlook to life.
Okay.
Do you understand? So we always say, whatever you give out, you get. That is the truth. You can't give out A and then you expect to get B. If you put out positive energy out, you're going to get positive energy. Because now we don't really pay attention to our feelings, our emotions, our thinking. We think certain way and then we behave certain ways. It is very, very important that you don't just assume that your relationship will not work. Your relationship might work, because if you have that mindset, because I've seen some people, they will tell you that, oh, I'm just going into this relationship just to have kids, and then if it messed up, I just go out, at least I get something. Then you've already have that mindset that this relationship is not going to work. Guess what? It won't work. You have to understand the reason why you're going into a relationship. The guy have to understand that the reason. You have to understand why the guy is even in the relationship in the first place. You know, some guys pretend, they lie and all that. One way or the other, you just have to do your homework. I just feel that girls really need to do more, because what we're looking at, sometimes we're not really paying attention to the right thing. You're looking at, oh, he's rich, he has a beautiful house, he has all this material things.
He's set. He's set.
They'll say set. Oh, my ideal kind of man is tall, is this. You don't really know him, because you've allowed the material things to overshadow the most important thing. Some guys go into relationships. Sorry, I'm
no,
going
please,
to,
please go ahead.
Some guys go into relationship just to have kids. They'll tell you that I just want to have kids. I just want my own kid, and that you are interpreting it as, oh, you need a companion.
Wow.
Do you understand?
I feel like I've gotten so old that
Exactly, it's because
this
you
is
feel
a
that
new,
you need
a new
you need
era.
a companion, but this guy actually wants to have kids. He wants somebody that will be at home to take care of my children. Doesn't mean that you need a companion. Why some guy with that? I need a partner that will grow together, will do things together, and that will achieve things together. And the same thing applicable to women too. Some women just want, oh, I'm growing older, I just want to have kids. And then that doesn't mean that they actually need a companion. They just want to have their own kids. Like, okay, this is mine. We have a lot of women that tell you that they don't even want to be in any relationship. They just want to have their own kids. And then that is what they reach. They have everything going on for them in life, but they just want to have kids. And then you meet that kind of woman, you feel that she has already programmed it that the relationship will not going to work, because she knows that what I'm going in for is what I'm getting. The man will tell you that I don't want you to work. He just wants you to stay at home. He's not looking for your companion. I'm sorry.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because they feel that, oh, I have everything. I just want you to take care of my kids. And then that brings us to the conversation that, oh, I want a good wife at home, a Christian, a whatever prayerful. And then outside, they have girlfriend that's open up every damn thing.
Let's talk about that.
I'm not going there right now. So let's deal with Mary. Mary as in let's deal with Mary.
Okay, Mary.
So the truth is, you have to understand what the guy wants in a relationship. Don't let anyone rush you. Don't let anyone rush you to get married, or because of you've been attending friends' wedding every weekend. When is my home? So you want to really understand. And it's okay if you're going into a relationship, into marriage, just to have kids. I think people should be able to do what pleases them. We shouldn't force people to do otherwise. If you're going into marriage just for kids, just to have that Mrs. like
title.
That title, it is fine.
Is it?
Girl, it is not. Girl,
I don't know.
Girl, it is all right. Do whatever that makes you happy. We can't allow the society to tell you how to live your life. Okay. It's just by allowing things to flow. If it is what you want, that is fine.
My question is, though, how long do you think, if you make that kind of decision, yes, we shouldn't follow patterns of the norm, but I feel like there's so many new rules and there's so many different things out of tradition and out of, should I say, the religious aspect of how, let's say you're Muslim, the Quran will talk about something and it will more or less tell you that this is how it should be done, and the Bible will do the same, or the Torah will do the same.
That's your religion.
Right, that's your religion. But I feel like even in terms of culture, we're Africans, right? You know, there are a lot of things that are so different now, and people do it. They approach life different, like, oh, I just want to have a baby and that's it, like you said, you know. I think my question to you, and I'm only asking genuinely because I also want to grow. Yes, I also want to grow. I don't want to sound ignorant. My question is, if we're making a lot of decisions out of the norm of culture, out of the norm of what you've been taught with your faith, what is the guarantee that that decision that you're making that is new will stand the test of time?
Right. So, and this is the way I say it now. Everybody needs to know exactly what they want. Knowing what you want actually is, I think, it's problem half solved. For me,
But
there's
what
no
I
problem.
wanted like years ago is not what I want now.
So you are growing, you are evolving.
Yes, yes, okay. You have
Girl,
a
you are
point.
growing, you are
Okay,
evolving.
okay, okay.
It is cold in Africa. It's cold in the UK. What
Yeah.
are we talking about?
Okay.
So we've already been westernized, isn't it? Do you understand? You are growing, we're evolving, things are changing. I tell people, you don't send your kids abroad at a
Yes.
tender age, and then they have this Western culture, and then they come home. Do you want them to brave Africa? It's not possible.
It's true.
Because they've already emulate that
Yes.
lifestyle, that culture. That is what they know. So we are growing. The more we grow, we should understand that there's some certain things we change about us. That one is given. So the most important
I'm
thing
really enjoying
is
this.
God. The most important thing is that you just need to know yourself. You know exactly what you want. So in terms of, you talk about religion and all that, most times it's religion that actually tell us that we have to marry. You have to be with someone. You have to do this. You have to do this.
So it
Certain way you
boxes
should.
you.
Exactly. And if you feel that this is not exactly what I want in my life, who says that you shouldn't live happy?
I think I'm too I think I've become so cultured.
Some people choose
in
not
the
to
way of
have
doing
kids. That
things.
doesn't make
Yes.
it right or wrong either.
Oh yes.
So some people doesn't want kids. That doesn't make it wrong or make it right. What is your own definition of wrong or right? So it depends on the individual. If you feel that you've known yourself, you've seen your capability, this is what you can handle. That is why it is very, very important that you know who you are. If you know who you are, you know what you want in life. The way you're going to be picking to align with your value, to align with yourself, to align with what you want. It's a lot easier. We have a whole lot of people that will tell you that, oh, marriage is not for me. Is it that they've been there before? Or because of what happened, maybe the past experience, or maybe their friends, family, and then what they experienced wasn't really good, and that they feel that it might affect me. No, I'm not going for that. I think that sometimes you really, really don't. I think it is very important. Don't just assume that what happened to her will happen to you. Because if you feel that it's not going to work for you, it won't work for you. But the most important thing is that you should know yourself. You should know what you want. If you know what you want, every other thing
Becomes a lot more clearer.
I'm telling you.
You gain clarity.
Remember that we're learning. We're still learning. And that we're trying to unlearn a lot of things we've been taught.
Yes.
Like our belief system is it's changing gradually. Before
Yes.
growing up, I told you my experience. Growing up for me, we don't wear earrings, we don't do this, we don't, my parents, you can't even do it. But over time, I realized that it doesn't have anything to do with my belief. It doesn't have anything to do with my spirituality. And I
Yes.
started picking up what suits me. It's not me being dictated to. I just feel that, okay, this is the right thing for me. So nobody can tell me that, Wunmi, this is how you're supposed to live your life. And the same thing is applicable to relationship. I think we're just taking it too serious, unnecessary. We're just putting a whole lot of things on ourselves that we shouldn't even think about.
I find it's hard.
I think we just feel that you don't know how powerful you are as a person,
an individual.
as an
Yes.
individual. You're very powerful. You're unique. You're amazing. Always remember that. Always remember that. You don't have to change who you are just because of one person. It doesn't worth it. You won't enjoy it. And if you now revert back to your normal self, that's where they will tell you that she fake it. This is not who she is. I think she lied. Be yourself. Be yourself.
Oh,
be
my
who
goodness.
you are. Don't think that what happened to her will happen to you. Always wear this positive outlook. Wear it, please.
I love that. I mean, Mary, wow, that question.
I know.
It's a very big question. It's a very big question. I mean, you see, I was also like just making sure that I was learning, because in our environment, especially, there are so many do's and don'ts, and there are so many opinions.
Yeah.
And there's the pressure from your parents, what age you're supposed to get
It's
married
not even
at.
parents anymore. Some parents will tell you that I just want you to be happy. I don't want you to marry someone that will make your life miserable. But we're the one that put that pressure on ourselves. All because of I see my friends. Oh, she's this, she's that. Or sometimes you see a guy that doesn't want an elaborate wedding, and then you will,
Yes.
I want this, and then because of that you disqualify the guy. Some people just want to live a private life for
Simple.
exactly.
Something simple.
So we're the one that put this pressure on ourselves. Like whatever you give out, you are going to get. Always remember that. Whatever you give out, you are going to get. Girl, most time it's not parent that putting people under pressure. Some parents just want you to be fine. I just want my child to be all right. I don't want her to be in any miserable relationship.
I'm yet to meet that parent.
I have a lot of friends
I'm yet to meet that kind
like
of parents.
sometimes they will tell, okay, maybe in their marriage they are having issue. They will be the one to go and pack your shit. They will pack your shit home. Like, no, you are not going to kill my daughter. Or the family, maybe their siblings, they would like, no, I'm not going to do that. You're not going to kill this girl. You're not going to make his life miserable. You're not going to make her life miserable. So that's why I'm saying that things are changing rapidly. As it is changing, knowing yourself, you know if you're going to move with the wing.
Yes.
Or maintain
your lane.
Your lane.
I love that. I love that. Mary, there is a lot there. There is a lot there to take home. I'll put my spin on it based on, I always like to speak from experience. I will say that I understood that when I was looking for someone, I was ignorant about a lot of things.
Right.
I was ignorant about, I just wanted to follow the trend, like you said. Was I in love? Yes, I was. But, after years of marriage, I now even understand that what I thought was love then is not truly love, because it's, love is very sacrificial, and
Right.
it's quite demanding. So it requires a lot of intention. And the reason why you're scared is because a lot of people are not intentional anymore about their marriages or their relationships. It doesn't even have to be a marriage thing. One thing that I have learned that I wish I knew then, which we talk about all the time off screen, is the power of what you think and the power of what you say. And that's why you keep touching on positive. If you're pulling forth positivity will find you. And these are just principles of life. They're
Right.
basic principles of life that, the law of attraction is telling you that, if you are having a lot of what ifs, then, it's going to mean that you're not going to really get what you want, because you're having too many plans.
Right.
Right? You're not running an organization where you need to ensure there's so many
Exactly.
variables.
Plan A, plan B. Why will you apply that to your life? Why will you?
Yes.
I always say it. I only have a plan A. My plan B is to ensure plan A works.
I love that.
That is it. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. So I have plan A. This is how I want to go. And if I feel that, something is shaky, I initiate my plan B to support my plan A and ensure my plan A works. That is it.
That's beautiful.
There shouldn't be what if, okay, if I go into marriage and if my husband is misbehaving, I'm going to have a boyfriend, I'm going to have a girlfriend. Because you know that you're going to have it, you've already have it at the back of your mind that is exactly what you're going to do. I understand people will give excuses that, sometimes situation make you, like, girl, I'm not here to judge anybody. Just do whatever
makes you
feel
happy.
that is okay for you, and then just remember that whatever you push out, you're going to get.
You're definitely going to get
that. That is it. The energy you give out, that is what you're going to get. If you feel that was the solution, so be it.
The biggest lesson that I took when I was trying to find myself, and even in my marriage, because sometimes you still don't know a lot of things, so there is room for growth. And I understood that I was attracting who I was. And I noticed that the better I became in terms of becoming more self-aware, the more I started understanding what it is I even want in life.
Right.
My relationship started making a lot more sense. And I always try to put out the kind of energy that's more or less pushing for this relationship working. And I took away, I did have a plan B in the
Relationship
beginning
is a
of my
lot
marriage.
of hard
And I
work,
had
right?
a lot of issues. For if you have a plan B, the issues will come because you have a plan B. So now that I have a plan A and only a plan A, and it's making sure that my plan B is to make sure that the plan A works.
Exactly. You don't have a choice. It's got to work.
There are a lot more, like I am having a lot less issues in
Right.
terms
Awesome.
of relationships and
Awesome.
stuff.
Awesome.
So if you are right now married and you're having a very good relationship with this man and you're seeing potential, turn that level of potential and start just seeing how you can support each other and ensure that that potential becomes only the good outcome.
Right.
Three things you should consider. You usually attract people around you of a certain nature. You'll either attract people around you that represent how you think. You either attract people around you who represent what you fear the most. And then you'll also attract people around you who represent what you desire the most.
Right.
Because that's just how, whether you want to call it law of attraction or are we talking about law of magnetism, right? That's the nature. So it's for you to now identify this person, what kind of energy has attracted them? Is it the fear in me? So if you're really genuinely afraid that that could happen and you don't see the potential, then yes, that's a sign that you're supposed to run.
Right.
But if you feel that there's something good here, then channel all your energy and efforts and your actions to ensure that that is the outcome that you'll get. If everybody is worried that, oh, all men are cheats, tell yourself that, no, it's going to be different for me.
Right.
Because there are people who've been married for years that don't have children outside their marriages, that don't have issues, and you see them hand in hand. They might not be the norm, but that's because they've taken their perception away from thinking about what the environment, the external environment is saying, and focusing on what do we feel about ourselves and what we want, what's the outcome that we want. So Mary, I hope you've heard really well. I love your take on the fact that you have to know what it is you're supposed to do. As you were speaking, something even came to me. I was reminded of Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul decided not to marry. He said, he just wants to focus on his goal, which
Right.
was getting people in to know Christ and to
Right.
know who that
Right.
is, and that's a lesson in itself. And he did a fantastic job of it, right? Let's not even go on about Jesus. Jesus didn't have a girlfriend or a wife,
So it's about life, if you may. What at some point you just think about, okay, what exactly do I want in life? What kind of life do I want to walk? What kind of life do I want in this life? Is it, okay, am I going to feel fulfilled if I have kids? Am I going to feel fulfilled if I have
yes, a partner?
a partner? Am I going to feel fulfilled that if I just being alone? You just have to understand what give you that life. What will give you that life that you want.
Before I forget, Mary, sometimes when you advice is thrown at you or comes at you, we might miss something, and I just need to touch on the fact that whatever you decide to do, whether you're staying in a marriage and you want to get married or you're not, whatever that thing you want to do, always remember that it has to come from a good and genuine place, in a way that will not affect other people, because some people's decisions actually affect other people. Some people have chosen not to get married, but you're busy taking somebody else's partner, and there are repercussions. So
Yeah.
are you willing to face the consequences? Because there are always consequences. So if you're choosing to be alone, make sure that whatever your decision is, it doesn't affect somebody else.
Girl, whatever you put out, you get. That's the truth.
Exactly.
That's the law of attraction. Whatever you put out, you're going to get. That is it. If you feel that you just want another person's life to be miserable, your life will be miserable.
Eventually, it has to
It
be.
is. It might just be later. It will be miserable. So sometimes we make some certain decisions because of our environment. Take yourself out of the environment. What exactly do you want? Do you get? What exactly do you want? So I talked about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the one that is telling you the right thing, because it's 5%. And then your subconscious mind will tell you that, no, you can't do it, it's rubbish and all that. If you allow that one to be outshadowing your conscious mind, you're going to remain like that. Make sure that you know exactly what you want. If you say that you don't want to marry, you want to remain single, make sure that you're genuine. Like she said, if you feel that, okay, marry being single, I'll just be dating another people's.
Yes.
You want to be a mistress. That is, you're going to get it back. That's the truth. You're going to get whatever you push out, you're going to get it back. Nobody will tell you what is good or wrong. You know the right thing.
We always do.
We all
Your
know
intuition
the right
always
thing.
tells you.
Exactly. We all know the right. So far you are hiding to do it is wrong, right?
Yes.
And then sometimes you just
I like that. If you're hiding to do it, then
wrong.
it's wrong.
So you guys, so it's nobody. We're not babies. You know what is wrong. You know what is right. But whatever decision you make, you just know that something that is going to give you eternal life.
Yes.
And then, what is it? Eternal life? Or
yes.
Long lasting,
Longevity.
something.
Yes.
Longevity.
And
Thank
happiness.
you for that word. That is it.
Yes.
It is very important. That's why most people go into relationship. They want a companion. They just want to have like a partner, like friend. And then some people just go in a beg. I just want to have kids. I still want to live my life. And it's okay. Just agree with your partner. Like for
if
example,
you're on the same page, right?
For example, you know, you're about to. You guys were still courting and you're discussing how. What I want, what I don't want. I don't want to live apart. I don't want a spouse that and my partner to be outside the country. I want my partner to be within. I don't want you to relocate. I just want us to live here together. If at all we want to relocate, we'll do it together. And then in marriage, you can't talk, say, husband, I want to live abroad. There's going to be a problem.
Yes.
Because these are the conversations that you've already agreed on before the real thing. And then now, if it's not allowing you, say no, your responsibility is to ensure that you align with what you want. And if he doesn't want it, you know that he doesn't want it or she doesn't want it. So if you're married, you guys separated, don't blame it on anybody. It's a decision that you...
Yeah. It's true. I mean, Mary, listen, if you're... we could go on all day. This is a very,
I've
very
been married
deep,
for how many years now? So I'm using my own little experience to talk. I just feel that we overpackage this thing and they will take it too serious and they will put pressure on ourselves unnecessarily. So that's my own take. We put pressure.
It's true. And the idea is to have fun.
We are losing who we are because of this title. Mrs. or Mr. and the father of.
Oh, true.
Mother of. Those are my kids. If it is what you want. We talked about it in the previous episode that if you want to have kids.
Yes, you know. Mary, I sense something good here. Just, have fun. If the relationship is good, don't spoil it with worry.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's all I'm going to say. Have fun.
Have fun.
Enjoy it.
Have fun. Life is too sweet.
It is. It is.
Girl, we did it.
All right. All right. Anyways, thank you so much. Again, do you want to conclude? Let them know what they're supposed to do to get in the question.
Yeah. Always, we hear is right there on the screen. We're super happy to start receiving more questions about it. And if you have a follow-up question, and you don't have to agree with what we just put out there. So.
I love that. You do not have to agree. Take what works for you, and whatever you didn't like, just drop it.
Drop it. See ya. Bye for now.
Bye.